Hello everybody, this is Vieira from Vieira Coins. Unfortunately, we cannot talk about the new red book from 2026. We are not here to point and talk about anything bad about the company, about the women. The red book, it's 79 edition strong, as you can see. And for the past several years, always they keep exactly the same design. And in 2026, they changed the size, they changed the way they show the information of the coin side. But we can point some misprint, some mistake. The red book theory is here. And for us, we are professionals numismatic. It's not gonna affect much because most of those information here, the year, the min mark, and so on, we already memorize. But for beginner collectors, they tend to use the red book as the main guide for the collection. Even some people still using for the prices, which is not accurate. Basically, red book, they issue 1 year prior, okay? From 2026, we receive in our store on April 2025, okay? So it's something not to follow the year, but it's wonderful information about the mintage, about the min mark, about some technical information, about the pressure metals, purity, so on. 2026, unfortunately, red book was focused more in advertisement. They changed the size to be able to fit more advertisement. Of course, they make money from. And the main priorities are advertisement, and they forgot about the main, or not pay that much attention on the main information, which means is a guide of book in the United States coins. Okay, I kind of point one issue inside, and unfortunately there is a few of them, if not a lot of them, but it's not criticize the company. It's just something maybe the next year might need to pay more attention on it, because like I say, it's a 79 years strong. They sell like water. Everybody collect coins. They feel they have to change the coins, the book every year. So people rely on the information of the book. And right now, for some reason, they're missing a lot of information on it. And I kind of point here, for example, 2024. I don't have the book from 2025 in here. So you kind of see, for example, on the inter-pennies, okay? And of course, they kind of show entire information of the inter-pennies, the composition, the diameter, the key dates, the mintage, everything. But the main problem here, for example, 2024 book, they have, let's go here. Follow with me, 1887, 88, 89, 1892. The year 1892 coins, they, of course, the only struck in Philadelphia, and they show the mintage and they show basic information throughout the crate. But when you go to 2026 book, you cannot go to the same coin, inter-penny, or inter-cents. You can scroll down and flip it to get the, you can see this page. The last year is 1891, page number 77. When you flip the page number 78, the next year is 1893. So the question is, what is the year of 1892? For us, we know they struck a coin, they made a coin 1892. But a beginner collector, they kind of like, wow, there is no 1892, might be really rare, because if it's 1892, Intel has sent, has to show on the red book. Because like I say, they are 100% reliable on the information in the red book, which is a great book. It's a wonderful book. But people might think 1892 is a rare coin, because it's one of the kind. He might find the first coin in the world because it's not listed on the red book on this 79 edition from 2026. And that does create a big problem, because it has to be listed. All those coins struck in the United States and so on has to be listed, as been doing for the past 78 years. Why they forget it? It's a misprint? Yes, but there's people not double check it? Yes. The release was approved? Yes, but here's the situation. Every single page have advertisement. Every single one. And sometimes they have most of those pages, most of a full page, for example. Look. Full page advertisement. It's not wrong. It's okay. It's 100%. You can do whatever you want. Of course, you have to increase your profit or lower your costs. I agree with that. There's not a problem. But if you want advertisement, make sure you put like a full page right there, or sometimes 2 times before change the denomination, put on 1 page and the cut off in some advertisement, depends on the deal make on the company. But don't put it on the same page as you show the coin. The reason, because something right there, because those space in here might cut off when I print some years of the coin, especially when I flip the page, to try to fit on the printout. And that create a problem, which is a few problems in here, and one I just point out. It's something, please reconsider, double check, triple check, because entire world is here on this book. We're selling here hundreds of books a year, and every year is a new book and continue selling. So it's a people here on the information inside the book. And another thing I can point out in here is, on the previous series, let's say, let me get a Morgan Silver-Dollar, let's say. Every time when I change the denomination, when I change the sign, in this case, Morgan Silver-Dollar, they kind of show the most important basic information, because it's not Arrow Vintage Ferrari book, it's not Cherry Pick or others book. They kind of show the main arrows for Ferraris, but the most important thing, that's the information here. They kind of show every time when I change the sign on the series or change the denomination. They kind of show who designed the coin. They kind of show the weight, the diameter, the purity, the mintage, the net content of, in this case, silver in 3 ounces. So each coin have a net 0.77344 ounce of pure silver. That is really important information when people deal with coins, when people take more serious, because that's the breaking down of the coin, which is really important. On the red book, instead they put every time when I changed the design, I was in mortgage. Let me go back on mortgage so you kind of see what's going on. I was in mortgage. They show on the beginning of the series the information, correct? When you go to piece silver dollar, which means it's exactly the same dollar, para change the sign, the series, they kind of show again. So this coin over every single denomination, every single series inside each denomination, they show exactly the same technical information of the coin, which is a huge help for everybody, okay? Because of course it's impossible to memorize everything. All right, just go on the denomination and to cut the main information on it. On 2026 Red Book, instead they show on beginning of every single design of the series, they show in beginning of the denomination. Let's say, let's get something here. Give me 1 second. Let's talk about Cora Eagles, 2.5 code pre-1933, okay? So they kind of show the main page of the signs, whatever, but here's the situation. They show the breaking down, or each breaking down, each design together. They centralize in one page. Instead, show every time we're going to change the designs. It's helpful to repeat the information, but they show in one page. So because for past 7, 8 years, people get used to go straight up to the design to make sure the design match with the coin you have. And then you go through to see the technical information on it. We have to flip it and looking for the information, concentrate in one little page. Meanwhile, all another pages have advertisement. You see here, it's on one design. Here is, let me go here. Here is a different design. So instead of repeating here, people, they got confused, continue looking, because a lot of people, they don't know the name of the coins. They don't know the name of the design. They have to figure out what's the name first, because there's no picture here, and then see the technical information on it. It's not helpful. Let's make it easy the way it was the past 7, 8 years. I think everybody will appreciate it. The long-time collector, the dealers, the beginner of collectible, because it's a simplify. Sometimes keep it simple. That's the best way. Okay, you want to make an advertisement? Wonderful. Make advertisement, of course, but don't mess up the information of the book people reliable on it. Put in one page. Every time you change the sign and do whatever you want, but don't put it in the middle because you guys miss information on it. That's not good. And to keep the technical information every single design when you change the design the way it was before. That's all I have today. That's just my own opinion, my own feedback. I'm not against the company. I love this company. I love what they do for the coin community. But unfortunately, it's a little, on my own opinion, little mistake, and I hope they will fix it. Thanks so much.